welcome to
Hey,
our
guys.
birthday live stream.
Oh, please, Mr. Internet, work with us today.
I'm already seeing like low bit rate.
I
don't
know
why.
it makes me so sad. Happy birthday, all to the September birthdays.
So I'm Joe.
And I'm Rachel.
We're Two Crazy Ketos, and here on Two Crazy Ketos, we do different things like recipe videos and we do product reviews. We talk about various keto topics, and every Monday we go live on Keto on the Couch. We just kind of talk about what's going on in our lives for the week.
You can find us in different social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
And we have a website, which is twocrazyketos.com, and that's where you're going to find all of our different recipes. Now, we do upload at least 5 new videos every single week, so make sure you subscribe to our channel.
And don't forget to hit the little bell icon, and that way every single time we get to share our birthdays, you'll be alerted to it.
Because it's everybody's birthday.
Everybody's birthday.
So we thought it would be fun to just jump on for a little while today because it is Rachel's birthday and Miriam's birthday and Lynette's birthday. So
it's like
plus
the Brady
there's a whole
Bunch
of
around
other
here.
people. I think there's a bunch of subscribers who also have birthdays today.
Yes.
So it's kind of cool.
Should we just sing happy birthday to everybody?
I think we're just going to sing happy birthday
to all September.
to everybody.
All September birthdays.
Now hold on a second. If we all try to sing at the same time, it's not going to work. It would not be synchronized. So we're going to have to pick probably just... Let's just have Joe sing happy birthday.
Really? Wow.
Oh, that'd be good.
Okay.
Bring it, baby.
Ready?
Yes.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to everyone. Happy birthday to you.
That was amazing! Yay!
Thank
Joe,
you.
you're such a good sport.
I think that's the best happy birthday song I've ever heard you sing, Joe. It was amazing.
I don't like to sing, so.
So let's talk about some of your favorite birthday memories. Let's start with Lynette and see, like, what is a favorite birthday memory in
Hold
your
on.
life?
Before we do that, can we address the elephant in the room? What is up with the hats and glasses and stuff?
Yes.
We can't be together for a party, so we need to be all dressed up together.
Okay.
Yeah. Also, Lynette and I were focusing on not having food rule our lives for our birthday, so we can celebrate
that.
without having food be the main event. Like hats and glasses are the main event.
Okay.
I love that. I really enjoy that.
Okay, now back to your regularly scheduled program.
So my favorite birthday, you wanted a memory?
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't have a lot of great memories, but I love that I have a twin sister that I could always share it with. And so we always just had so much fun. My mom was one of those like PTA moms that always did like the big parties and big cakes and clowns and everything. So it was, I don't know, I had a good life, good birthdays.
I didn't know you were a twin.
Oh,
What's with
She looks just
Utah
like me,
people and
Joe.
twins?
Right. That's
It's not
so
just
cool.
Utah.
I know a lot of twins in Utah.
I do. So are you fraternal twins or identical twins?
we're identical.
Oh.
Did you
So
ever
you've got a
that
bucket of
to
spare
Elizabeth?
parts.
I sure do.
Did you ever get out of assignments or like go do each other's classes?
Oh my gosh, yes. Okay, so like first grade, my mom took us to school. We had different teachers, and she put us up to this. Like I had no idea what was going on, but she sent me to my sister's class, and she sent my sister to my class, and the teachers had no idea. My mom was sitting out in the hall just snickering the whole time, and
Your mom did it?
I had no idea. The teachers kind of started to catch on because, like, my sister, I didn't realize she was in a lower reading group and stuff than me at the time. And so when we got called to reading groups, I went to the reading group that I would normally go to. And the teacher yelled at me. She's like, Annette, you know you're not supposed to be in this reading group. Go where you're supposed to go. And so it kind of made me sad. And so at recess, I told my mom, like, I can't do this. And so she went and told the teachers, and then we straightened it out. But yeah, we look a lot alike. So it was fun.
Wow. That is so stinking cool. Man. What about you, Miss Miriam? What's a birthday memory that you really enjoyed?
Mine is similar to Lynette's also. I have a brother that's only 364 days younger than me.
Mhm.
So every day on the 2nd, we're the same age.
Every year, yeah. on
Every
September
year.
2nd.
because his birthday was yesterday. So we actually always had the same birthday party together. So I remember how fun it was to share a birthday with my brother. So that's just kind of a fun thing.
Wow. Oh my gosh. So there's 5 years between me and my younger brother. So there was no chance of us like being the same age or being twinsies. And his birthday's in December. So I'm like, man, that's so stinking rad, right? Like
What
that's so
about you?
cool. I think that one that comes to mind was I got a Cabbage Patch doll one year for
Yes.
my birthday.
Ooh.
And that was like the exact present that I wanted. And I remember my mom's friend, it was like a neighborhood friend. This mom like dropped it off for us. And she just looked like she had been in a cat fight. And indeed she had, because Cabbage Patch dolls were like not easy to come by. So she was willing to put herself into a mosh pit of moms in order for me to have Alina, which was the name of my Cabbage Patch doll.
Nice. When we were in Omaha, when we were waiting for our flight, we went to a farmer's market. Where I don't know where it was. It was like near the airport.
Yes.
But they had, it was really cool. They had like they eat a lot of candy and like old fashioned candy. Like every other shop was an
Okay.
old fashioned candy shop. But we went into this one, they had like all of these collectibles. They had a bunch of the original Cabbage Patch dolls still in the box. I'm like, what girl
Whoa.
left that
Wow.
in the box?
Not this one.
And they weren't even expensive. I think they were like $40. I'm like, I remember those things going for $100 in the 80s.
Yeah.
Wow.
But that was a fun thing. So do you guys have something planned for today? What are you going to do to celebrate your big day?
Well,
Do you want
let's
to go,
see.
Miriam?
Yeah.
We already went and cleaned the church.
Yep, we did. We cleaned the church.
And
Nothing says
Nice.
birthday like that.
right, getting up at 7 o'clock in the morning
right?
to rouse the kids.
It was what
And
if
rouse
they
the
all
kids,
came, and if
and
it wasn't
rouse
my
the kids.
birthday, they wouldn't have all come for
That-
sure.
well,
So,
maybe.
anyway, so that was nice. And then we're going to tonight make a keto lasagna
Oh.
for dinner.
I did not know that was on
I'm
the
gonna
plan.
make it because I want it.
Cool.
Unless you want to make it, you're welcome
I mean,
to.
I'll help, but
And then we're gonna have mandatory fun, which means
Yes.
the kids have to play games with me.
They've been voluntold.
Rachel had that last night, but the kids all wanted to do it.
Yeah, I was
Oh,
glad.
yes.
You know, but they're older still. So, you know, they're
I don't know. Our kids are getting older too, but yeah, family game night.
Yep.
Family game night.
That's
Probably
not
gonna
always
play
a
some
good idea.
illustrations.
I had a
Yeah.
game last night. So Rachel and all of the kids, well, not John Paul and Michelle, we're going to see them tomorrow, but Anthony and Caleb and Sarah and Tasha, they all went to Texas Roadhouse, and I could not believe Rachel got home
Are you proud of me?
at 10 o'clock, and they were going to eat at 8, and I'm like, they're not going to have prime rib. Like, there's no way they're
I
going to have
got the
prime rib.
last piece of prime rib.
So she got her prime rib.
They got my
Did
sides.
not eat her vegetables. For those of you that are on beef, butter, bacon, eggs, she gave it to the kids.
Solidarity, y'all.
And I don't know how she got away with eating prime rib without that horseradish sauce.
I know that was the hardest part. Is the creamy horseradish.
But they came home. I got home from my game like right as they were getting home, and they decided to play. I don't know what game this was, but it was
It was called-
creating some havoc.
It was called Hot Take, where it's like you have to draw a card and it has like a different like subject, and it's a hot button issue, and everybody has to vote on it, and then there's a judge that decides like how are we going to rule on this issue.
And I mean, this question like, what's better, dogs or cats?
yeah, I mean, you
Oh.
can get into a
But
major
when I
fight.
hear the arguments, and I'm in the other room, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, like we're not gonna have a family at the end. Like sometimes family game nights are not gonna, like, put me and Anthony in the same room because we're rule followers, and it's like you've got to follow the rule. And then you got Caleb going, we're not adding anything to this.
It
and-
was a fun game. It was interesting, but Caleb was making a passionate argument for cats, and Anthony was making a passionate argument for dogs.
yeah, and all kinds of different topics like that. It was kind of funny.
So what
but it's
won?
scary.
Chickens?
That's I said that from the other room, and they're like, "You're not playing, so you can't chime in on this."
Right. Yeah, they both made a powerful case. So what about you, Miss Lynette? What are you going to be doing to celebrate your birthday?
So I woke up to breakfast in bed, and my daughter had made me some chaffles with some sausage patties. She wanted to keep it light because I'm going to lunch with my sister to celebrate our birthdays. We're going to go to a Brazilian steakhouse. And then my kids I guess today is National Cinema Day, if you guys didn't know that.
Yes,
So
that's
we're
what
going to go
Anthony
see a
said.
movie. And then I'd like to go do a hike, like a sunset hike or something tonight. So it's
Wow,
going to
wow,
be a
wow.
cool day.
Cool.
Wow, what a
Now
nice
I want to go to
variety.
Brazilian barbecue.
I know.
We're gonna
me
do it
too.
tomorrow because we have 50% off for Texas Birthday
gotta
Brazil,
hold on until
but
tomorrow.
it's not good on Fridays and Saturdays. So like,
Dang
we're just gonna go tomorrow because
We'll
like
go tomorrow.
50% off. Like that's a lot of money.
We need the
So
coupon.
here at Rhodesio's, if you sign up to be on their email list or whatever, they email you a free meal for your birthday every year.
Oh wait, I have
So
you
we
signed
just
up. We may have
always
that in my
go
email.
get our free
I'm gonna
Rhodesio Brazilian.
We may
Yeah,
have, we have to
steakhouse.
go look at that.
Yeah,
I may have that.
That's always a fun thing. Sign up for every single thing for your birthday. You never know. Some of the shops, even like, Bath and Body Works and different places have, coupons for your birthday.
You pass it on to Anthony. Rachel was signed up for every single store. I mean, from Red Robin, Applebee's,
Everything.
every single
Red
one. And on
Robin.
her birthday,
Red Robin.
she would literally make the
Yum.
rounds and get all of this free food and then bring it home.
So now we have
and
to
then when we went
be more
keto,
strategic.
she actually just now would make the rounds and bring it home and give it to the kids.
And then we stopped making the rounds
Then we
altogether.
stopped making all the rounds because most of them now, like it was a tiny little burger and a big thing of fries, like not worth it anymore. But it was funny. I mean, the amount of food that we would get on her birthday, because she literally had every single store there was.
Yeah.
That's funny.
So speaking of Red Robin and birthdays and birthday prime rib. So yesterday, Miriam and Lynette and some of the ladies went
Yeah,
to
Chris wasn't invited.
Texas Road. I was specifically excluded, I found out.
Yeah.
Anyway,
He was like, you didn't invite me to come. And I'm all, you're right. You didn't.
well, I was just like, okay, I didn't know. Anyway, aside from that. So they went to Texas Roadhouse.
Yes.
You got prime rib.
Yes.
It used to be that Red Robin was where we went for birthdays. And we can't
be.
go to Red Robin anymore because...
Bottomless fries.
Well, and it's not a healthy relationship with that restaurant anymore, and that's something that when we started doing a ketogenic diet, we stopped going to a lot of places like that. We had been going to Texas Roadhouse before we started
just not
keto,
as much.
but I don't ever remember really eating the rolls.
I remember the rolls.
We just didn't go very often, but yeah, we go to Texas Roadhouse and Buffalo Wild Wings, and we have new places that we go to.
Another thing about Red Robin was every time we had an ultrasound with our kids,
Yep.
we would go to Red Robin and talk about names. So
Well, it was such a shock after that first one. It's like,
Yeah.
let's go to
We
lunch.
need to digest some of this information with some fries.
See, for me, I
That's what we
can't go
have
to
do.
like Outback Steakhouse is off limits. Like
Yeah.
the kids were like, I'm not. Let's go to Outback. No, first of all, I never ate a steak there, not once ever, and all the time we went
Yeah.
there, I never had a steak. I would eat ribs, but then I was
It was
just
a
all
lot
I
of
wanted was the bread
appetizers.
and the appetizers. So I
It-
don't do that.
It is interesting how much we have like changed up the schedule during this celebration, where it used to be like all about food and a little bit of activity to a lot more activity with a little bit of food. So last
Like a
night,
birthday hike.
yeah, right? I mean, even last night we were having meat, but really what we were looking forward to was the game night. That was like more activity. And when it was time to sing happy birthday, man, I thought that there couldn't be anything more embarrassing than the sombrero, like the birthday sombrero and everybody singing to you. But Texas Roadhouse actually makes you straddle a saddle in front of
and say
everybody.
yeehaw.
And then swing the napkin. So and I thought, well, that even though I was like super mortified and the kids were loving videoing that, but I thought, wow, I didn't blow out candles on a cake. You know what I mean? And I'm used to, even since keto, I would like blow out candles and then, you pass the cake or sorry, I can't eat this or whatever. But I thought that was fun. I was literally taken out of the norm. And we celebrated. I felt celebrated and embarrassed, like enough, but we were doing something different, and I thought that was cool because I like what you guys are saying about doing something different. Is it weird, Lynette, for your family to celebrate you differently than maybe they did before keto? With like big cakes and stuff.
actually, I think they have a lot of fun with it. My daughter's stopping by Keto Cakes today, and she's going to get me a little cupcake or something. I told her I didn't want a big cake because I would eat the whole thing. So she's just going to get me a little cupcake. And my husband's made me some Keto Chow ice cream. They asked me what I wanted for a birthday dinner, which we're going to do tomorrow. But it's all about steak. And I told him I wanted cream cabbage, but he's like, you got to do better than that. I told him I wanted steak and lobster maybe. So we'll see what I do.
That's
what I
nice.
get.
What about you, Miriam? How has that like changed for you as far as like, shifting like the focus?
Yeah, well, I think the thing that's hard is when you're dealing with people that are eating carbs all the time, you still kind of have to go around their schedule. Because when we go like camping and other trips, we're still like, oh yeah, I could just work
It's
all
been
day
18 hours since
and
we've
not
eaten.
even
Okay.
notice. And be like, okay, I can eat at 5, but everybody else is like, I'm tired. Also, like the coffee thing, we don't do coffee, and so we're not
Yeah.
used to everyone being so addicted to coffee that you have to stop 2 or 3 times.
How about
to do
reliant upon
something.
coffee? That's
Yeah,
nicer.
you're right. They want their
Probably
coffee.
addicted is a good word. That's a fair word. That's a fair assumption.
Yeah, so we still kind of have to be thinking of meals, but it's nice that my family's old enough and responsible enough to know that, if I want to go do something, we'll just kind of plan, in between the meals and, try to do that. But I think what's important to me is not to think of the meal first, is think of like, okay, well, what do I really want to do? What brings me joy and what will make me happy? And make sure that that's not necessarily only food, right?
Yeah. It's also a change in presence that we've done to ourselves, because I feel like whenever I would plan, like, what do you want to do on your birthday? It was all about food. And now I'm like, I immediately put an Amazon, like a dress in the Amazon cart. Like Joe's like, oh, I guess this is what you would like.
I just open up Amazon because I open up Amazon every day, and there's like something. I guess I'm getting this.
I guess that Rachel is buying this, and we used to buy big fancy platters of different things, and it was just like an homage to sugar. And I think to myself, okay, so that is that one day. And even when I was eating a lot of sugar on my birthday, I didn't feel great the next day. It's not like even though I was a sugar addict, it was like you were just upping the ante for your birthday. Like, hey, let's celebrate another year of life by feeling terrible on September 4th.
Right.
But now it's like, okay, well, I'm going to have that dress for a lot longer than I'm going to have, a cake or a single meal. And the same thing with experiences, like the pictures that Lynette, that you're going to take on your hike. Those are forever, right?
Let's look at some of the chat. Karen said, my mom and I love Scrabble. We made a rule that if we make up a word and convince the other it's a word, it counts.
Yeah.
I think that's
Power of
fair.
persuasion.
Miriam, do you want to play Monopoly
It's not gonna
tonight? Is that
work
what you
with
I
want to do?
love Monopoly.
Anthony collects Monopoly games.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, that's
Oh, I just saw one. Where is it? Louise said she got her Keto Chow coupon.
Yes. So are we having a little coupon?
We're having a sale. Or
Coupon.
we have a coupon for the
We have a
girl's
coupon.
birthday. What is it, Chris?
It's 2KKB Day.
So 2KKB Day
B-Day.
for 15% off, but it's only good through Monday night.
Yes.
At
Happy
midnight
birthday.
Eastern, yes.
So use the link down below and get some Keto Chow to honor the girls' birthdays.
Because have a creamy for us.
Well, that's a good idea.
Creamy.
yeah.
Well, so talking about creamies and stuff, I have in the fridge right now, I think it's like 18 Keto Chows that are test batches that I'm verifying because they're making different singles, and I have to verify every single batch.
Which
Boy,
is
that's
really
a tough
important.
job, Chris.
Well, except it was so funny. I got home from work. I'm like, well, I guess I'm mixing and mixing and mixing. And I'm like, and nobody touched these until tomorrow. Then you can have at them. So Kate had Snickerdoodle because I've been testing that lately.
Nice.
Anyway,
Shauna said Joe's Crab Shack makes you ride a stick horse around the room.
What?
that sounds
Hilarious.
amazing.
We
It's
should go there.
silly, but come on, that's
Is there
just
even
fun.
one by us? There used
Joe's
to be.
Crab Shack. There's one.
We used to
Jordan
have them
Landing.
here. I think they all closed by us.
Lynette, what do you think it makes the best birthday flavor for Keto Chow ice cream? What's your birthday flavor for keto chow ice cream?
Chocolate peanut
Do you,
butter.
do you guys have a good guess?
Chocolate peanut butter.
Oh, chocolate peanut butter.
Because it's like the best because it's extra fatty.
No,
It
and
makes
I
it-
guess banana comes in a close second. So
You gotta
I'm having
mix the
chocolate
two.
peanut butter today. Oh yeah, that's so
Mhm.
good.
Jennifer said my husband and I agreed that telling a restaurant about our birthdays is grounds for divorce.
You're not allowed.
Yes. Like, do not do that to me.
I have gone and I have celebrated somebody's birthday and it wasn't remotely their birthday. I just told all the servers it's their birthday and I think it's time, like, this person needs a song sung to them and, like, let's go. And of course, you know, when someone does that to you, you have to just roll with it, right? Because you're going to be more embarrassed if you clarify it's not your birthday. So it's like, oh no, just roll with it. Just keep going. Yes, celebrate me. Yes, I'm going to kill you when I get out of here. But, like, yeah.
Cheryl said, Chris, can you please put the electrolytes in a capsule? It's the only way I can tolerate them. Well, they're in a
Yeah,
tablet.
They are in a tablet.
They are in a tablet. And
daily minerals
the
in a
biggest problem with
capsule.
the tablet is you'll leave that exposed to humidity and it will swell up. That's why
Just
we
get
have
the
it
individual
in the sachets.
packets.
Yeah.
That's why I like them.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now, if you could put the daily minerals into a capsule, that would be killer.
I've had people suggest that before.
that's a lot to jam into a capsule.
Karen said, while we love to grill steak on our birthdays, we are all about getting out and doing something for experience.
So true.
That is the way you do
I mean,
it.
celebrating an entire year of living. I mean, a Facebook stories takes longer when it goes through your like memories. Sometimes they'll send you like a Facebook memories for like a year of your life. And I'm like, man, there's so much richness to this life that we're living that I can't minimize a year of life with just a slice of cake. That is nonsense.
Well, so all of us have different ways that we do things. Like my love language is not Miriam's love language. Miriam wants me to wake her up when I get home or when I leave. I, on the other hand, want to be left asleep.
So he leaves me alone.
So I leave
and
him
then I
alone, and
feel
she wakes me up.
neglected.
So
Yeah.
and so Miriam wants me to post on her Facebook wall, "Happy birthday," and
Not
celebrate
because
her.
I told him to, because he thought of it.
Yes.
Right.
And
So,
so
you know.
yesterday it was, I went through my photos from the last year to do a Facebook post about Miriam. And number one, it's hilarious how many pictures of Miriam are on my phone where my phone was sitting there and she turned it on and took a photo of herself.
Well,
was
nobody's
fun.
better at that than Lynette.
Yeah, maybe that's where she got it from. But it was fun to go back and look at the last year of Miriam on my
locations.
phone
Yeah.
and the different
That
things
Like at
happened.
the beach and
It was really cool. Yeah.
Chrissy said her and her mom share a birthday for September 7th. I was born on Labor Day.
How interesting to be born on the same day that your
Labor Day.
mother was
I'm,
born.
I'm
Labor Day
secretly
too.
hoping for that for Chloe. I don't know. I just saw Chloe up there for Peyton because Peyton's due date is November 30th, but my birthday is December 6th, and John Paul's birthday is November 25th.
So you're hoping that
So I am hoping
you get her
that
on your
either
birthday?
she comes early or she comes late, and she ends up on one of our birthdays. And then also we don't have to celebrate 3 birthdays within 1 week.
Well, I
We
was
could
gonna
just
say,
do 'em- at least 2 of them on a
You
day.
know that whoever has that birthday, like that, their birthday dissolves.
That's fine.
So like,
I would be
it all
happy to get.
becomes
I don't
about
like
the
celebrating my
grandchild.
birthday anyway, so I'm happy to give up my birthday for my granddaughter.
You never have to age anymore.
I won't have to age. That's right. Let's see.
Do you share a birthday month with any relative besides your twin, obviously, Lynette? Is there anybody else in your family that has a September birthday?
Yeah, my husband turns 50 next week.
Wow.
And my daughter is also a September birthday as well.
How nice. Well, what are you going to do to celebrate the big 5-0?
I can't say because he's listening.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's going to be a surprise. It's going to be a surprise. You're getting a pink hat and a scarf.
Yep.
Okay. Here's a good question for you guys. I saw Joe and Rachel got pumpkin spice in the monthly keto chow box. Is that available to purchase now?
The pumpkin
you
spice
could buy
caramel.
the surprise box. And
Yeah,
that's
it's
in the
way to
surprise
get it.
box.
It is not available for individual purchase
Sorry.
as of right now.
Such a bummer.
Cool. Shauna says somewhere I have a couple of pics of that said stick horse
Oh
ride.
my gosh! So
Oh,
you did
we
it.
need to find that.
Oh, you need to share that.
Christy said it makes me want to have some chocolate peanut butter ice cream now.
Yeah, absolutely. What about you, Miriam? What's the best birthday flavor for a keto chow ice cream?
Butterfinger.
How do you make Butterfinger?
Chocolate peanut butter and chocolate toffee
Yeah.
put together.
Oh man,
So good.
and I think I'm gonna. This is a weird one, but it just kind of like crossed my mind. I'm gonna go pistachio.
I love
I
pistachio.
think pistachio makes a really great
My
ice
favorite
cream.
now is raspberry cheesecake.
And it's funny, so I associate pistachio ice cream with going out. I think that that's another reason why I enjoy it, because pistachio ice cream was never something that we
Yeah, you
purchased
couldn't
for the
find it.
house.
Oh yeah.
It'd always be like on a bar, like if you had like a buffet and they had like different versions of ice cream, it was usually on there. So I just, it's automatically a treat to me. That's interesting.
Randy got to go to Utah and to the Keto Chow storefront for his birthday last month. It was awesome. Oh, and he went to Utah Burger too.
Yeah.
Blue Dove said, I have to put the tablets in a pill carrier and that pill in the little Ziploc snack bag to keep them from dematerializing. What is the actual name for that, Chris?
Well, they're hygroscopic, which
Means that
is it sucks in
water.
the stuff. Yeah, but they absorb humidity like it's going out of style.
Mm-hmm.
Salt and Mud wants to know if you can make a keto chow with lower vitamin K for people, say under 5% for people on warfarin.
So that's a really good question. The problem is that would make it unsuitable to be nutritionally complete for other people.
Mm-hmm.
So if we lowered the vitamin K for them, then it would not be suitable for Miriam. And so people who say, we actually had someone yesterday who they had written in that they got a really, really bad, I can't remember, they got sick. And they ended up having to use keto chow through a feeding tube, and it's the only thing that's keeping them alive right now.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
That's keto chow isn't. It's designed so you can use that way. We don't recommend that you necessarily use keto chow for all of your meals, but you could if you needed to. I'd
So
prefer that you eat a lot of meat.
Right.
But anyway, so yeah, if we make it with lower vitamin K, it just wouldn't be suitable for other people who need to use it for other applications. So unfortunately, that's, yeah.
Shauna wanted to know what the code again. It's 2KKB Day. It's linked down in the description.
Yep.
For 15% off through Monday. SCAS said my birthday and my daughter's birthday are in the same month, October, a week apart. My hubby's birthday and our oldest son are in the same month, February, a week
Wow.
apart.
I haven't looked up to see, do we share a birthday with any other, like, famous person in history? Please don't say like Napoleon Bonaparte.
It just reminds me of Bill and Ted's,
I gotta see if we share a birthday with like somebody super cool.
Cindy wants to see the video of you straddling the whole. Maybe you can put that in Mighty Networks.
Yeah, I'll have to put it in Mighty Networks because, man, it was coming at every angle. One of them's got to be half decent, right? Every angle is probably not great, though. They were all in different areas. So what is something that you have planned on your birthday bucket list for this year, Lynette?
My birthday bucket list for this year is definitely the hike. I love to hike. And where I'm coming out of a knee injury, it just means a lot more to me because I can actually do it, and it's something I really enjoy. So,
But you're not going to do as bad of a hike as you want to because you're still going to be careful.
yeah, there's a couple hikes
Right.
that I want to do that are pretty steep and pretty long, like 9, 10 miles, 16 miles. But I've been told I can't do those.
Not
probably
yet.
like maybe 5 miles. It'll be okay.
Because that's the thing. Once we went to Utah, we realized that we've never really been on a hike. We've just been on a walk.
Yeah.
I mean, in Utah, there's a hike. So that is pretty amazing.
And sometimes you have to think about like what happens afterwards. Like I was talking to someone last night. I was telling her about the 50-mile march in Omaha. And I'm like, I know I could make the march. Like I could complete that march. No problem. I've done 25 miles of walking and running for lacrosse games in a day.
Yeah.
It's how am I going to feel the next day?
Right.
Like poor Brian.
Yeah, like I look at Brian last year. Robert was on crutches for 2 years.
And
I'm
then
like,
Brian's like, I'm going to do it. I'm still going to do it. What about you, Miss Miriam? What's on your list of things to do this year?
This year.
Well, what'd you get for your birthday from Holly, Steve, and me?
Oh, I got a scuba diving gift card. So
Oh,
we're probably going to
cool.
buy more equipment. We just have like the basic equipment. And yeah, every time Chris talks about any kind of keto trip, and I'm all, could we go scuba diving at the same time we do that thing?
She wants to come to Boca Raton in
Yeah, and just go
January and
scuba.
go scuba diving.
Because it's so
Yes.
fascinating. Like it's
oh,
just
we can go
so-
down to the Keys.
Yeah.
That's so pretty and so different. And I don't feel heavy. Like in the water, I just feel fine. Like I don't hurt in all the places. My legs aren't swollen,
Yeah.
it's freeing. And I did water aerobics when I was pregnant with Audrey and Haley, and I remember it was such a relief to get in there, and my giant belly wasn't hurting, my back wasn't hurting, and so I've actually been doing water aerobics every 3 days a week, and it's been really amazing.
Wow.
I love it. Yeah.
Look at that. Tanya said you actually share a birthday with Mark Hamill.
Luke Skywalker shares our
Skywalker.
birthday.
Yes.
He was also the Joker on all the Batman animated series.
Yes, and he's actually really good at that. I mean, if someone says like,
Yeah,
"Who's your
he
favorite
is.
Joker?" I'm gonna say Mark Hamill, and people are gonna
Yeah.
be like, "Wait, what?"
Evidently, you also share a birthday with Charlie Sheen now.
Okay,
Wow.
we're
Charlie
hashtag
Sheen.
winning, basically.
So far, so good. Stop looking things up. Right?
Becky says Mark
Just
Hamill is
because.
nerd of the nerds. No, that would be Will Wheaton.
Will
He is
Wheaton.
nerd of the nerds.
I like him. His birthday could be today.
That would
So
be-
Rachel, what's on your bucket list for this year?
Well, definitely
Actually
something
get scuba certified.
I know. I need to actually get scuba certified, and there's yet another incentive because y'all will be there, so I have to get all those classes done by then. But Joe got us. It's in January also, but we're gonna go on an excursion where we swim with the dolphins, and I'm so excited.
Yeah, we found out that we got a
It was-
special deal at SeaWorld
it
in
was
Orlando. They have this place
butt
called
cheap.
Discovery Cove, but it's an all-day, like in the water and about learning about animals and stuff. But it includes your food and everything for you. So it's like an all-inclusive day there. And if you
Wait,
did
did
it
they
in
feed you with the
January-
dolphins too?
No,
'Cause-
well, no, you can go
They
like
feed you the
walking.
dolphin.
You can get like a full,
Here's a
not
fish.
just the scuba,
Here's a
but the
fish.
full helmet and everything, and literally walk along the bottom of the water.
big tank thing.
And
Wow.
but then it includes 30 minutes of swimming with the dolphins.
And
So,
it was
where
like-
they have you in low water, kind of like handling
like
them and petting, and
$90.
then they actually do a drive. Well, it was $90, and then on that day they give you back a $50 gift card. It was a special deal they were having to
Like, that's
spend
super
in the
cheap.
park.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Wow.
okay, so you can use that for photos of, you with the dolphins. They'll have special people like taking photos and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So that was her birthday present.
Yeah, I'm excited. I've always wanted to we've been in the water with stuff or like on a boat and they've been like swimming alongside the boat before.
Right.
But I've never been in the water.
You did the one with the manatee too.
I'm gonna
That was-
eat a dolphin.
We were in the Keys and she was literally paddleboarding with a manatee, like just swimming right next to her the whole time.
Yeah.
Was it,
that was
was
fun.
it Barbara Manatee?
It was Barbara Manatee. Barbara Manatee.
So
So
yeah.
Lynette, you're going on the cruise with us, right? In fact, we're
Yes.
splitting our kids in between the different rooms to make it work.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah,
for
that's
taking
going to be
our
so much
extra
fun.
Do you have any plans for some of the excursions to do with your mobility that you have?
I don't know. Some of my kids want to get scuba certified. I don't know if I can get over my fear of that to learn, but my husband is certified.
If Rachel
So-
can do it, you can do it.
I'm still working on it, Lynette. I ain't gonna lie.
Maybe we can do it together.
Yeah. Like this.
But, yeah, we haven't really looked into excursions yet, but I would love to do something like a zip lining, maybe swimming with some dolphins or stingrays or I don't know, snorkeling definitely. So
For anybody who's
We're
looking to
excited.
do excursions on the cruise, though, don't do it until Black Friday.
Black
Yeah,
Friday,
Black
yeah.
Friday.
Black Friday is the day. If you're going on a cruise at all next year, that's the day you
They
go
have up
first
to
thing in the
50%
morning.
off on
They
a
do
lot of them.
almost 50% off on all of it. like on
Yeah.
all of these cruises. But you have
Even,
to do
like,
it early
drinks.
because they go quick.
Yeah.
By the way, on a completely unrelated subject, did you see that Royal Caribbean is putting Starlink on all of their cruise ships by February of next year?
Wow.
Because it just got approved for mobile. Because before
Yeah.
you can get it for RVs, but you had to be stationary, and
What?
it just got approved that you could literally, if you could figure out how to do it without it blowing off, mount the dish on your roof of your RV and drive down the road and get internet.
Yep.
I gotta say, I think that there's
Nice.
gonna be some people that don't want to go on a cruise anymore because of that. Because one of the coolest things about the cruises is like you can't be
You're
reached.
disconnected.
Oh, you can always turn off your phone. I mean, let's be honest.
Can we? Can I do that?
When I took break, that was what we did last weekend. Even, was on Saturday, we did a little bit of work in the morning, and I said, just throw together stuff in a bag. I don't know how Rachel still brought 3 outfits for one night.
I'm
but
cool like that.
Throw some stuff in the bag. You have like 10 minutes. We're going to Orlando. We have points. We're going to get a hotel room. We're going to go to SeaWorld tomorrow. And there is no work. We're not allowed to pick up our camera, no vlogging, no nothing. And I'm seeing her with her camera, and I'm like, that better not be for work.
No, right. But it's hard. I mean, but I think it's good to stop and pause and celebrate your life. Like that, we all work really hard at our jobs. We're momming as hard as we can. We are wifing the heck out of this place. But, sometimes we don't stop and celebrate ourselves. We're quick to celebrate the kids, right, Miriam? But it's kind of hard to like pause for yourself. Do you ever feel guilty pausing to celebrate yourself? And how can we get past that?
I don't know how to do that.
Okay, looks like Net has to answer.
What? Do I ever feel guilty celebrating myself? Well, no.
Good.
I like a day of celebration. I think it's great. But yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
Well, that's good because we're good at celebrating other people, right?
Yeah.
But sometimes
You don't like to be celebrating yourself.
But
you're like, you'll spend money on anybody but yourself.
I think it's important to take this day and just be like, we're awesome right now. Sometimes I'll get to my birthday and I'll be like, okay, this is my yearly assessment of like, where do I need improvements, right? And that's not what it needs to be. It can just be like, we're awesome right now.
Okay, here's my birthday present, Rachel.
Okay.
I once bought my husband a Discovery flight for his birthday. They show you the ropes about in a half hour on a small plane, and then they let you take the controls. That is my dream. Chris and I are so like, I want to plane. I want to learn how to fly a plane. That is absolutely what I want to do. And so talk about the game last night. Talk about a heated topic that came up. This was like 30 minutes of them arguing, is flying in a plane safe?
Yeah.
Probably.
Is flying safe?
Statistically,
Yes.
Way safer.
I want to keep I'm trying to keep my mouth shut because they're like, you're not playing. And I'm in the other room and I'm like, nobody really dies on a plane compared to a car. I mean, when you have a plane accident, yes, there's 300 people or whatever, but how often is that? Like, plane flight is so much safer than driving a car.
You can imagine any of these topics, just everyone weighing
Then
in.
if we learn how to fly a little Cessna plane, then
No.
we can fly to Tennessee instead of
No.
driving 11 hours, and it would be safer than the 11-hour drive.
Lynette, you're an adventurer. Would you like try to learn how to fly a plane?
No.
Chris wants to learn how to fly a plane. You can see it in his face.
No, can I just say something, sir? Like,
Yes.
Joe, for reals, how many other planes are driving in the same direction right next to each other in the
Thank
sky?
you.
What
Thank
about
you.
cars?
Yeah.
That's
no,
why
but-
they get in crashes, because they're next to
There's
each other
more of
being
them.
stupid. There's
Yes.
a lot of cars, and people don't follow the rules.
Don't
and
you
then
wish
they
we
run
had
into
a
each
car
other.
traffic instead of an air traffic controller? If you had a car traffic controller,
But you're speaking more positive for a plane then. So let's get off the road and get up in the air.
But
move
I'm
on.
just saying that's
You're
why,
not in the
that's why
game.
planes don't get in crashes. See, it wouldn't be so bad if I didn't know so many people who had died in plane crashes. Like, how many people do you know who have actually died in plane crashes? No one? I know
Yeah.
5 people in different
Oh
my
planes. Like, okay, that's not true because I don't actually know them because they're dead.
Right,
That's why I
right.
don't know them. I know their names and who they are. and
Putting a
that they're
bummer on
related
there.
I know.
and cared about.
Good job,
You know
Joe.
what the thing about the planes
Good
is?
topic.
The plane, it's about maintenance. That's the real problem is the maintenance. You could be the great pilot, but you can't fix it. If it breaks down, it's going down.
Well, you know what I like?
Yeah.
All of these ladies here, we have a birthday and we have changed the trajectory of our flight, guys. We are making ourselves harder to kill, right? We've made our
That's
life
right.
a little safer by switching to keto.
Well, I think we can get off. And everybody can
Think
go
so?
celebrate.
Yeah, where do you
their
get off, huh?
birthdays.
Where do you get off?
Everybody can go celebrate their birthdays.
You're out of the birthday
What are we
topics
doing?
business.
What are we doing?
We
We
are.
might go to the movies.
We might. Let's go to the.
I heard it. I heard it before you
movies.
started even singing it.
Yeah, right?
I don't even know what movies are out. We
So,
don't go to the movies.
Yes, it's like what is the holiday today? Lynette had brought it up.
It's National
Cinema?
Cinema Day.
So I think they're rolling back the prices on going to the movies at most local movie theaters. I know that they're doing that here. Is that the same thing that they're doing there?
Oh, Maria said it's National Movie Day. $3 tickets today.
That's what it is here too.
Woo!
Oh.
Y'all, we need to go to the movies because you ain't never going
Is
to see
it
that
$3
price.
tickets at that 4D movie theater?
Let's try.
Can we go
We
to a
need to-
movie
Which
and
is
while
right
we're there,
next
the
door
kids
to
be in the
Rodizio
house?
We
Grill.
probably need to get in line right now for the 7 p.m. showing.
Anything else?
What movie do you want to see?
I actually don't know of any that are out right now that I want to see.
Us
I'm assuming the new Thor movie is still out, but I haven't seen that yet. It's going to be on Disney Plus any day now, though. So
Do you have
That's the
one in
thing. A
mind,
new
Lynette?
movie is on within a month. You can get it on your TV.
No, I don't really. I don't get into movies like a whole lot.
Miriam
but
hasn't
I'm
seen
happy
Top
to
Gun
spend
yet.
the time with my family. Like if they want to go to a movie, I'm like,
Top
"Okay, great,
Gun
let's
was
go." So,
really good.
Top Gun's really good.
It was
like
really good.
we were super impressed with how good
Yes.
it was.
It
Like,
was.
that's because
really
it was
good.
filmed like 5 years ago.
Right.
Yeah,
They had
but it
time.
was interesting because we were reading the stuff about what they did with Val Kilmer because he, had cancer.
Yeah, he couldn't
And so
actually
they
see.
had to
Yes.
use they used old footage of him to create his voice.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was amazing. That was really good. And then last night, do you know how much this man loves me? We watched the new Downton Abbey movie,
I like Downton Abbey. I shouldn't admit that, but I really like Downton Abbey.
and it was really good too.
It was a good wrap up, but they left room where they could have more. But for me,
Ooh.
Maggie Smith is gone. I'm done.
I know she's so good as an actress. Future Breeze says that they are re-showing the original Jaws in IMAX for $3.
We're going to need a bigger
today.
boat.
Wow.
There's a lot of trouble on that ship. That would be, what was that, Crimson Tide or?
Becky said Maverick is my
haven't seen it.
favorite movie, not including Star Wars.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah. So but if anybody does want to see that, it was $9.99 for Downton Abbey now on iTunes.
To just purchase it.
Yeah, to buy it outright, $10.
Awesome.
Does that mean you own the copyright to it?
No.
Right. The only thing you know what I did not know, because I am a big Harry Potter fan, but the woman that played Dolores Umbridge, like the lady in pink bad
Yeah,
guy
yeah.
from it, she's actually
I like
married
her.
in real life to Mr. Carson. So they
Okay.
actually have a scene in the movie where they get confused by
A shopkeeper.
a shopkeeper, like as a married couple, and of course Mr. Carson, acts like he takes great offense at that. But in real life, they're
They
married.
do look at have a little smile, but the
Yeah.
smile was like an homage to oh, we're married.
Oh, Brian Caboodle Bryce says the Wrath of Khan is out again this weekend.
Best Star Wars movie ever, Star Trek movie ever.
We
That's
should
the
go
only
watch
one I
that.
really
No. So I take exception with that, Joe. The best
Okay.
Star Trek movie ever was Galaxy
That's
Quest.
not the Star Trek movie.
Yes, that is absolutely right. That is absolutely right. I will watch Galaxy Quest on a loop.
We actually watched that on our honeymoon.
You did?
Yeah.
So you decided that was kind of like it tied in with the vows to never surrender,
No, it's
never
just-
give up, never surrender.
Yeah, we had a bunch of movies that we grabbed for when we were on our honeymoon, staying at the hotel place, and that was one of the ones that we watched. Anyway.
I love that. Future Breeze says the Trekkie squealing over here. I love it. I love the Trekkie fans.
What do you think, Lynette? What's the best Star Trek movie ever made?
Yeah, Galaxy Quest. Hands
Okay.
down.
That was like something that we did a lot. We used to go to the movies for birthday time too.
Yeah.
Where you got to like pick what
Well,
you're going to
Miriam
see.
likes to talk, and then when you're at a movie, you
Yeah.
can't talk.
I
That's
need
one
as
of the
much
reasons we
interaction
stopped.
as possible.
It's hard though, and I will talk, especially if you watch like a suspense thriller or something like that. And I'm like, don't go in there, you know, and I'm yelling
Who's
in
that?
the middle of it.
Are they gonna die?
Yeah.
Do they win in the end?
And Joe will lean over and be like, I'm watching the same movie as you for the first time also.
Yeah. What's gonna happen? I don't know.
I don't know.
Do I need to
yeah, we
connect
we
myself
really
to
just
this
started
character?
buying them. It's just at least I can go pee now. Like I don't have to like go. Well, what do you think?
You have to time it. There's apps out that tell
Yeah,
you when is the good best time to
runpee.com.
leave in the middle of a movie.
Yep.
Okay, I think we're gonna get off so everybody can go do their birthday
Yes,
thing.
but
Okay.
thanks, ladies, for sharing our day together. I love you guys, and I'm so thankful for your friendship. It was, and then to find out that we have a birthday on the same day was just a super bonus.
Yeah. So for those of you who do
Same.
want to get some keto chow, you can use that coupon code. It's good through Monday. We'll be back on Monday for Keto on the Couch at 10 a.m. Right?
Yeah,
We're
I'll
gonna
be
do it
here.
live. We'll
You'll
be
be
live.
here?
We'll be here.
And
so.
a year older
And then
at
Chris
that.
and Miriam have their live stream at 11:15 on Monday.
And don't
Yeah.
forget to go subscribe to Lynette's Keto Life
Yes.
because it's
Ooh.
awesome. Instagram, Facebook, get in there.